Yo, what is up, boys? It's Ike here. I thought I'd live record this. Just because, I don't know. Just need to get my calculator up and sort it onto RBY. And then, yeah, I'm gonna play this. It's just like a Venomoth team. Realize I haven't brought Venomoth yet, so that's what I'm thinking. Play these important sets. And then import these, and then I don't know if this shows only showing important sets. Okay. So I've been looking at Venomoth versus Poliwhirl. If he decides to lead Poliwhirl, I'm actually fine with just Sleeping Mine. So he's got a lead mine. Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Here, obviously, like Venomoth versus Mr. Mime, like he's gonna do loads of Psychic, but I think I'm happy to just try and sleep this. I mean, 75% of the time, I win a speed tie. I can win the speed tie as well. So probably like he's probably maybe expecting Poliwhirl lead. Either way, it's like Sleeping Mine is huge because my team doesn't actually deal that well with mine, and I can always get in Venomoth later in order to go for sleep. If worse comes to worse, I'll go into my own mine, and yeah, that's fine. And now let's just go into Clef. Hopefully he doesn't like wake up to turn 1. Yeah, I mean obviously it's a risk that we can take, but like I'm happy just clicking slam here. Maybe he tries to wake up 1 turn. But either ways, I think Clef here is pretty good. I don't like Mime Leaf for this reason. I mean, I think it's okay versus Poliwhirl, because Poliwhirl misses so much that like maybe T-Bolt crit is like a reality. I'm happy just to just chip this, because he has no Mime. Then I'm not really worried as much about that. I mean, I can go for a Blizzard here is an option. Maybe he has Sing on this, which could be annoying. What does Clef do versus Venomoth? So Body Slam from Clef will... I'm just out of range of it. So maybe I can go Venomoth here. Yeah, and then I can... is he gonna let me stun Spore? Or is he gonna go into Mime? Because, okay, so he's T-Wave 3 attacks. So obviously Body Slam isn't gonna KO from this range. Don't know if I'm recording, I think I am, yeah. So, like, because the max roll is 34%, he could have Hyper Beam here. Is also another option. T-Wave, but T-Wave, he has to have Slam. So T-Wave, Slam, T-Bolt, Hyper Beam. What does the Hyper Beam means? Either he's walled by Blastoise or he's walled by Nilking, or Nilking can do work. So I'm happy to just like, there's possibility he goes and tries to burn a turn with mine. So okay, so he slams. Okay. Okay, I can slam once. That's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but because this is one of unpowered Mime equals win. So here, like I think Blizzard does more. I'm not answering that. My door is going, but I'm not answering it for obvious reasons. I just slam again, and then if I get a good roll, I'll be able to KO. I don't get a good roll in this particular case. Actually, it's probably better for me to spam T-Wave here. Oh, maybe not. So it goes into Kabutops. Kabutops is actually kind of a bit of a pain. I'm always gonna click T-Wave just in case he goes for like SD or something like this. Thinking Mime here and clicking T-Volt is honestly fine. So he has execute. Here I can just go. I'm trying to think what is best to do here. So he has egg. That's his mime check. I'm just gonna go. I think I'll just have a look at Venomoth versus Execute. Execute kind of weak. Execute NU standard. Psychic kind of destroying. He's gonna get sleep off. My ideal situation, I think, is to I can sack Venomoth here, which is an option, and then go into Charizard. Oh, someone is like really drilling hard. I think keeping Mime is good. Yeah. But I think I'm up for just going into Venomoth and sacking it here. And I'll click Psychic here just in case he goes into Mime. Because I'm paralyzed, I'll just spam Sleep Powder in case he wakes up. If he tries to burn all his turns with Mime, no. That chip is really nice. I can click Stun Spore here because Execute is really weak. So soon, 2 Seismic Tosses from Mime will KO. I know he has that, but I'm fine with that because maybe here I can go Nidoking. Nidoking Blizzard KO? No, not from this range. So 1 Fire Spin will put him in KO range from Blizzard. And if he goes into Kabutops, I can pivot back into I don't want. Am I okay with Charizard going to sleep? If he has his own Charizard, it's actually a problem. So maybe I go. Let my Mime sleep. I'll just Fire Spin again, I guess. I could have blasted there. Okay, so I miss that. I think here I think I EQ once. It's actually kind of hard, depending on what he has in the back. I think he has I'd like to say he has. There's a Mime lead team, which is. I swear I saw a Mime lead team that was like this. It must have been in my prep that I saw it. Otherwise, Kabutops kind of scary. I can get Chip on it, which will allow me to KO with. Let's see Blastoise versus Execute. Hyper Beam is So his egg kind of scary. I have got it in range though. Maybe I EQ here. Oh, I get a really good roll there. So I actually wanted just to EQ once. I wonder if he's going to show Moltres or Charizard here, because they can be like a bit threatening. There's an option that I can go Mime here. Okay. Execute versus Charizard. Hyper Beam doing and even Charizard versus, oh, I've only got 60 seconds left. Let's just click buttons. Okay, that is a great fire spin. Yeah. Like and Nido King versus Mime. And that puts him in range of 2. I think looking at it, your boy Blastoise in the back can do work. Unfortunately, he waits with Mime. Yeah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. T-Wave here. Yeah, in case he just gets full powered. And now I go back to Nido King. I don't know if he clicked Psychic there. If he did, well played. I'm just gonna have to play off instinct now. Mostly. My back is Blastoise. This is. I wonder if he's got Poliwhirl randomly here. He has Execute, so I don't think you need Poliwhirl. Execute not too useful here. I'm just gonna Quake twice. If I get a crit on the Quake, then obviously it'll be great. This will just allow me to revenge him with Mime. It allows me to do work with Charizard. I think I'm in like an alright position here. Even though he's got 1 up on me, his Mime is not very good. His Egg Kabutops are in a bad position. So like I was expecting him to T-Wave there, which is why I went into King. Just so people know. I don't know if the double paralysis matters. Now he's having to think, which is giving me time. Is great. I've got a bit of Sonic music in the background, just chilling. Hopefully I can win. Like, I don't know. This guy's obviously really good. He's supposed to be like, he is the best RBY NU player. So, but yeah, with good luck, you can win even in bad matchups. So he sacrifices his Execute. We'll see what he has in the back, because I think King looks really strong here. Honestly, King looks amazing here. It's hard to say. He could have. Yeah, King looks just really good. So we have Seadra. No King versus Seadra. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think his last is Charizard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like, I live 1 pump. So I think here is best to T-bot once. I mean, I can always go just like straight up Blastoise. I don't want to go Blastoise yet because just in case he agilities, and that tells me he probably doesn't have another water type. I can go. I mean, I can go hard Blastoise here. Blastoise versus Seadra. I don't think he's not gonna do much. And how does it do versus mine? Because Seismic Toss and Hyper Beam will not kill. Okay. Yeah, he's sub. I like the sub. I like the substitute. Because he's probably predicting the toxic, but I'm just gonna toss. And Blastoise versus Seadra. I haven't. No. I. He's trying to go for freeze. I respect that play. Blastoise, Surf does 15% here, so that's fine. I think I'm outside of Kabutop's range. Maybe he has Charizard in the back. I can see Charizard, so I'm just gonna put Charizard in. Hyper Beam only doing 31 to 35. If he gets the worst point that he starts fire spinning to try and get me down, then I'm gonna go into Charizard. I've got full health Nilking, looking really good in this game. I'm outside of opposing Nilking's T-bot range. I suspect he might go into Mime here. I'm pretty sure I'm out of like Mime. The T-bot range it's a roll. Oh, just shut the fuck up, man. Sorry, I'm just talking to my my door. I don't know if you can hear the doorbell going, but I'm not answering it because no one's actually put it in. So I'm putting him under a lot of pressure here. He hoped for the freeze here, I could tell. So I think he thinks he's in a really bad position, which tells me his last is. So he goes into Mime. Like the thing is, will Seismic Toss will Surf versus Mime one. I wonder what he could have in the back that's really good. What I'm gonna do is Surf once. Yeah. I'll just keep. I'll Surf again. Also, his last is Kingler. Okay, SD Kingler, but I have yeah, I have Nilking, so I should be okay. Yeah, and now yeah, I guess GG, but like I'll go into I think going into Mime here and clicking T-bot is the optimal play. Obviously, if I get 256, then I'm gonna lose. But and then yeah, here Nilking will always be faster, so I just want to toss once. Yeah. GG. I think that's a win. Yeah. Oh, that was a hard game, but we brought it back. I feel like I played that game really well. So the Ica variant was working well. Yeah, I think his main mistake was I understand the logic, but Mime is just so. The problem with leading Mime, I think, is Mime is just so good. like in the end game, I was threatening him so much with mime just because his mime got put to sleep. That's allowed me to get momentum. Whereas Venomoth, once you got the sleep off, that shit is useless. I'm trying to think what I want to go for. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind using mime. This looks okay. We'll try Rapid Dash with Pincer in the back. See if he expects this. So Charizard. Of course we go for the Toxic turn 1. So he's got the Earthquake. Fire Spin here. You do, man. Yeah, just think. And then we'll go into more. I'll try and use. I'm trying to think if I want to use Blastoise so early. But maybe Fire Spinning again. Yeah, and obviously I'm just gonna keep Fire Spinning this. I want Rapidash to be my sleep sack ideally, and then I can. This will give me. This will allow me to. Even if I miss this, he won't be able to move. So, I'm happy with this. He's got Whirl. And then I think here, obviously, I'm gonna click Toxic if I get the chance. Rapidash I think is in range of. I should actually put this in my calc. Okay, clear imported sets. Refresh the page. Successfully imported. Rapidash versus Poliwhirl. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what Surf does as opposed to Hydro Pump. Surf is a roll, but it is not. Okay, so he has Poliwhirl and Blastoise. Now I think I can go into mime here. He's got to have a ground if he's got oh, nice double into the mime. What I'm gonna do. Since he has double water, I think keeping mime is it's really actually. I think I need mime to actually pressure him. So I'm fine with just sacking maybe Rapidash. And then going into Moltres. Yeah. And then maybe we can then we can click Toxic. I'll slam once, hopefully. Yeah. And then we go into Moltres and Fire Blast. Which will KO. And just go into Moltres, click Fire Blast. So I see I have a good idea of his team. So he has like a double water core. I'm expecting like Clefable. I don't know. This is. I'm expecting a ground at least. Ankle favor, because this is just weak to. This team is weak to T-Bolt. As is. It's like very like opposing mime weak. That's why I didn't want to sacrifice my mime. Oh, fuck! You just got completely destroyed by Fire Blast. Right here. Yeah, that definitely hurts. And yeah, I'm just gonna. And he misses Hypnosis. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But Moltres versus Poliwhirl, he would have had to hit his Hypnosis anyways, just because Fire Blast does so fucking much. And here, I think I honestly. Oh shit! Body Slam, Seismic Toss, Hyper Beam. I forgot to turn. It's just a Surf, man. Oh. Okay. I'll just go into. Like. Oh, that sucks. I forgot to change this into Surf. Because if he has counter, actually I'm okay. I think I just toss here. Let's see if he has. Yeah, and I think I just toss again. So the fact he was willing to T-Bolt there kind of gives me an idea that maybe he has Kabutops. I think I've gotten lucky this game. Like I'm still outside of. I did that because I knew I'd still be outside of Hyper Beam range from Charizard. I can rest up on his Blastoise if he brings it out here. I might not rest up on his Blastoise because I'm pretty Stoice weak. I need to get rid of his Charizard, that's for sure, because my Pinsir, which is in the back, just gets roasted by Charizard Fire Blast. So that's a major goal. I had to part a Toxic Hit rather than T-Wave, and I think here like Blastoise versus Nidoking, because I know any mix attack in Nidoking, like that it's very much. Unfortunately, I don't have fucking Surf. Oh man. Okay. I think here definitely fine to just click Seismic Toss here. I think Seismic Toss puts it in my range. Unfortunately, I do die to the roll. But I guess I get to go. I get to go Moltres here and click Fire Blast. Scuff this Blastoise. It had no Surf. It had Body Slam. Oh, that's a nice roll. I know he has Rock Slide. That's fine. I was like, he's pretty likely to have that. And we can just go into Mime and click Psychic here. See what he has in the back. I don't think he can win with Charizard. Okay, so Clefable. I think this is a really good place to actually. So Clef. I still like Mime here. Maybe a T-Wave on the Clef is good. And then just weaken it up a bit. He has Poliwhirl, so I don't think he's going to be Seismic Toss. Let's see. Because I'm thinking, what about Pinsir versus Clef? Because he has NU Clef able NU bulky support. So +2 submission, for example, after 1 psychic here. Like obviously, like I can go into pincer here, because I'll keep mime just so I can T-bolt Blastoise once. And actually I'll bind once here because I'm worried about him going Charizard, and then if he goes Charizard I can go into Kabutops. He's probably thinking, why is this guy bringing Pensa? Because I know, like I'm in range of the significant attack, which is Charizard's, Fire Blast. I'm already in range of that, so there's no point having like lots of health on Pinsir. I can still SD up. I think he has to go hard Charizard. Okay, he doesn't. He chooses not to. I guess I can just keep binding. Yeah, we keep bind here. Let's see if Kabutops Charizard you late game sweeper. Okay. I think here we just. This is another thing I can SD with. I think I have to actually go Pinsir here. Maybe I can go Pinsir and click Hyper Beam. How much did Hyper Beam do? 41 to 49. I can see him doubling here to what about Kabutops versus Clef? If he T-bots, will I be outside of Charizard and NU Fire Spin range? Because I can also Body Slam here once. Mime is nice to have just to honestly just to break through Blastoise. I mean, maybe it is a good time to sack Mime. I'm willing to go for it. Hey, what's up, man? I'm just recording a match that I'm doing. I knew he was gonna go to Blastoise, but that's fine. Oh, he's got counter. I respect that a lot. Oh, he's won this game. I got distracted. I should have actually clicked. Maybe I should have just clicked Body Slam. Yeah, I should have clicked Body Slam there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now I have to bind, I think. Oh, and I missed bind. That's kind of rough. Yeah, he definitely wins this game because of Charizard. Maybe I can just actually I have a chance of winning if he misses Fire Blast. Okay. I could have played this better. I think the counter was really good. It just came at an inopportune moment because I could have clicked. I think I could have afforded, because he full powered, I could have afforded to click Body Slam, and then at that point, like double body slam into Hyper Beam would have definitely won me the game. His mistakes like that cost you series. So I'm definitely gonna click I think I just stay in and hope he misses. Yeah, I think that's the right way. He doesn't GG's. Cause now he can click Earthquake. Okay. He's making all the replays unlisted. That's fine, man. When I looked up this guy's replays, he made them all unlisted, but that's fine. I just went back through his tool sets. And I think here, like... Okay, let's make sure that we don't have, like... Fucking... This set is right. Wow. Mime versus Poliwhirl. I mean, 60% chance that he falls asleep. I'm okay with it. Like, if he's gonna leave Mime, then I'm just gonna click the Hypnosis button. Yeah. Like, don't do this, man. Like, cause if you miss Hypnosis there, like, okay. And actually I can stay in, I can sleep for 1 turn here. Now I can go, maybe I can, yeah, I just click Seismic Toss here. I should have actually, I was just like, just in case I'm able to wake up later in the game. There we go. Maybe I could have actually just gone hard Blastoise here on his amnesia. That would have probably been better. Okay. I was tempted to see if, like, maybe I can wake up. So, because now I could have been outside of, like, Neo King range. Yeah, because I'm in Neo King range. It is raw. I mean, obviously, another one is Seadra. I'm in range of 2 Hydro Pumps from Seadra, so I'm gonna have to play around that. So there's Clef. I'm honestly fine going to my own Clef. He kicks. Got power on T-Bolt. Nice. Okay. We can get rid of this, and then I think my Neo King can kind of go off. Do we start the Blastoise and Poliwhirl here? That's the question. Yeah. I think it's best for him to go to Clef, yeah. I could have I think I might have messed this up. Maybe he has. I don't think he has Execute and Poliwhirl. That to me seems a bit overkill. So maybe I can just click EQ twice and then EQ twice, EQ once. Because he might be T-Wave plus Hyper Beam. In which case, I can beat this one-on-one. Obviously, like, Blizzards could come out here and Blizzard does 2-hit KO. The fact he's thinking about this turn tells me maybe he's not Blizzard. Last game he was Siege, so I have to be careful of that. That's why I've kept my Blastoise HP. I'm not calcing as much. I need to calc more. So let's see, Mr. Mime, custom set versus Clef. Psychic is... He will know my whole team. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is wake Poliwhirl. I think here is a good time to wake Poliwhirl. Give it at least a go. Because if I can get one attack off of Poliwhirl, I want to get... Yeah, I think Poliwhirl is like is useless here, so Nidoking even at half HP is more useful. Okay, he switched out into Mime. That's actually a really good move. I'm just gonna... If he's gonna burn a turn, I'm gonna just go into Zard and SD. Yeah. I'll just SD again. If his answer is Blastoise, he already has a king. I just think... don't even KO. I fucked this up. I should have just EQ'd into Hyper Beam. I guess I can do this. Do it until I get a decent roll. Oh no, I'm playing terribly this game. Oh man. Hopefully it goes into Mime and tries to... $96, he's still out of range. Oh, and I missed. Fuck. I guess I just go into this and try and wake up. I think I've lost this game. I should have just Hyper Beamed. And now I can... Wow, that's annoying as fuck. Oh, he's got the hyper beam as well. Okay, I respect that, man. Okay, I finally got N in my Monaco turn. Yeah. Okay. I see his last is class. Okay. He's probably thinking, I can see King being his last. Because there is an option here. I think there's a chance here I can win. Has he shown the T-Wave yet? He's shown 5 or 5 half days. I'm thinking I'm just gonna wait the time down actually, just to make it look like I'm making a play. So we're just gonna chill out for a bit. Cause I'm worried that like King will last or something like that. And now I'm happy to. Okay, he quits me with body slam. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game. Sorry, guys. Oh, but wait a second. Clefable versus Nether King. Let's see if you're -1 special though. Okay, he's still a. T-Wave. I mean, Blizzard does have the chance to freeze. I think I just click it Earthquake either ways. And hope Nido King goes off. If his last is Charizard, then I'm fucking lost. Oh, he powers me with Body Slam as well. Ah, it's just not working out today. Yeah, I just have to seismic toss this, and then hope his last is. Maybe I can win if I crit surfaces. If he's got like a Charizard or something, I can win. Oh, I don't see it though. If I'd have just Hyper Beamed with Charizard, oh, I could have won this game. I played so badly. Oh well. I'm sorry, guys. Funnily enough, we're both thinking of using Hyper Beam. I have to actually win a speed tie, which is why I'm not gonna go for. I'm gonna have to go for lucky plays because, basically, his last is probably gonna beat me. And if he misses, yeah, it's SD Kabutops. Yeah. And I know SD Kabutops definitely. I can still crit Surf, which is what I'll go for. Yeah. For this game. This game! A good click rest, yeah, obviously. GG. This game, GG. Oh well. I feel like if I'd have played a bit better, I'd have won. But I guess Serpi deserved to win. So there you go. I should have hyper beamed with my Charizard. Go for the fire spin to get it in range because I felt I was really behind, and I felt he might have like something like Kabutops in the back because he just has so many water types already. I'm fucking miffed about that. What can you do? Yeah, GG's.